What have you noticed about kind of the way that they play on offense?
As far as the O-line, they're bigger guys. They're all over like 6'7", over 320 pounds. So they're, when you stop and start with them, like they can't keep up. Is what I'm trying to say. They don't have good feet. They're bigger guys. They want to. It's almost the same situation, but they're bigger than Stanford. They just want to get in like a kind of a wrestling match. So we just use our hands and use our feet. It'll work out to our advantage. It's what things I've noticed with the O-line.
They got different kind of quarterbacks. Got one guy seems more mobile,
right.
more likely to run.
Right, the other one has a knee brace. He's been having issues.
Yeah.
I know. I believe it's 7 is the one that's mobile, and then 5 is. So yeah, there's been things with that, but either way,
Doesn't change.
Yeah, it's the same thing. We gotta beat the man in front of us first, and we can get on to the next.
And then Villan obviously off of last week. We're not going to go challenge for not letting him in the end zone, but defensively, getting that performance, how do you guys just keep building on that?
Staying consistent in what we do and what we know works. You know what I mean? That's really the foundation of how you keep building on that kind of success. You know what I mean? Keeping them on the end zone. That's really it.
You guys, getting better. Maybe it seems like your run fit, stopping the run in general. It's a pretty decent game against Stanford. What do you think is allowing you guys to be able to do that?
Those things that I mentioned, using our hands, getting our feet in the right places, playing with low pad level, all of those things is what is helping us staying in our gap integrity, things we spoke on the last time. Those are the things that we're starting to do and really starting to understand as a room as a whole. We still having finishing issues. I left one out there. You know what I mean? So I got to be better even myself. I'm still getting back into it, getting my legs back. But to answer your question, yeah.
So do you think between that, Donnie kind of getting more aggressive at the back end, guys, covering effectively, that you guys are potentially poised for a big breakout game?
Against Colorado,
I guess, or any
like a
team.
shutout kind of game. That's what you're looking for.
I mean, just like a
like 0 points and no touchdowns last week.
Maybe your best, right? Maybe your best game.
Yeah, as far as me,
defensively, as a team.
Oh, yeah. I would hope if we keep stacking, not getting away from what we know, like I said, and the technique and everything that we do. But, yeah.
I wasn't trying to put you into a try to get a shutout.
I was like, last week was pretty nice.
Yeah. Right.
Omar, when we talked to Joe over the bye week, he said taking sack angles was a pretty big emphasis for just the ends as a unit. And what about for the interior line? Taking those sack angles, you think it's been a pretty big emphasis for you guys? And
Yeah,
you guys are seeing results?
with our technique and the things that we do, the things that we're getting smarter at that are helping us to get into those. Because it's like you got to know the situation is what I'm trying to say. Because 1st and 10, you're probably not going to get like a pass. You got to be ready for the rundowns, get your feet down and shit like that. 3rd and 8, now you can kind of get off the ball. Let's go. It's time to roll. So it's almost like situational awareness that will help you get down on those angles and actually rush.
So just like the context of the play,
Yeah.
When you guys are in the film room, that's been an equal emphasis for Rod.
That's important to getting down on the rushes because we all have the ability and everything, but we're just out of place to be able to get on those good angles and rush because whatever situation, you didn't know the situation you were in, you know what I mean?
So it's all about putting yourself in the best position before the snap.
Before the snap even starts to win. Mentally and right and like actually in your technique, like where you line up. Mentally and where you lining up in the right spot to set you up for success. Yeah.
Have you sort of seen the game plan evolve? It feels like you guys have been much more aggressive in the past couple of games at least. In terms of Donnie, does it feel like he's trusting you guys more with new things, new tasks perhaps, to really give some opposing offenses different looks?
New task. It hasn't really. Nothing's really changed. It's just getting back to what we know, who we knew we were, and who we really are. You know what I mean? So we're just getting back to that. Honestly, it hasn't been anything really new. There's been a couple new plays here and there, but it's really just the same thing. Everything's been the same. We're just harping on getting to the ball, running to the ball, just doing everything right, doing your job. You know what I mean? All the same things that's always been preached. we're just working on getting back to those basic things.